All right. Let's go ahead and get this discussion stream started, shall we? Let's stop beating around the bush here. Apologies for being late. Had to take the boys outside and I gave them a little water so that way they can stay hydrated. Let's begin. And I begin by not even correctly putting my chat off to the side because I forgot to do that. Because I was doing other things. There we go. All right. That's much better. Kitty! I tried breathing in and swallowing, and I tried breathing in, but also talking at the same time. I was all like, Kitty! Without fully breathing in, so I'm good. But hello, yo, peoples! Kyushu92 here. Welcome to 2025. This is going to be the stream where we discuss things that are going to be happening for this channel, overall goals that I have for this channel that I would like to reach, and then just us casually talking in general. It's not going to be too long, don't worry. I just want to get all of my points across as far as like what I intend to do for this channel going forward, and kind of like reach a consensus of a lot of stuff that you would like to see on this channel going forward. Now, let's get the most obvious thing out of the way. So, this year, I will be adding Kaiju number 8. I wanted to add it last year, but I was doing so many things last year near the end, like the end months, and I was kind of busy. And I didn't want to stretch myself too thin, because when it comes to adding a new series to the channel, I always do these big, massive read-throughs every single week, or maybe every day if I'm trying to catch up, really trying to catch up quickly. It would be a lot of me doing that on certain days. And when it takes a while, I usually don't have enough time to, maybe I wanted to play a game that day as well. So it would cut into a lot of what I wanted to do during the later months, because a lot of good things came out in the later months of 2024. A couple being Black Myth Wukong, and of course Space Marine 2, and of course Darktide. And I was messing with a whole bunch of other games as well, you know, Castlevania, Order of Ecclesia. We're going to continue that. But when I wanted to add Kaiju number 8, and when I add manga to the channel in general, I tend to want to do it when I still am freed up. Oh, ATJ, yo Kyushu, I just wanted to pop in for a second. Thank you for all that you do. Ah, you carried me through Demon Slayer and Jujutsu Kaisen, and you're the reason I started reading manga. Keep up the good content. Well, thank you. Thank you. And I hope you enjoy the manga that you read as well. But going back to what, and it's an honor to have you here. Thank you. Thank you. That's so kind of you. Really, it is. Thank you for that. Yo, Ryan, hello again. But when I wanted to add Kaiju number 8, it was within months where I was already busy doing a whole bunch of other stuff, and I felt like I didn't want to stretch myself too thin, because I would play games and then have regular reaction streams throughout the week, and it felt, if I tried to add a new manga now, I would be really stretching myself thin. Then I had that little bout of sickness for like the past couple of weeks, where I still got a little bit of a cough here, but thankfully it's not as debilitating as it used to be. And me trying to do Kaiju number 8, catch up with everything, and read through it when my voice wasn't exactly at its peak would have been foolish, incredibly foolish. Not only from a health standpoint, but foolish where I couldn't give you my best for this series. And my first iteration would just be, oh, he's trying to do this, but he's sick. It would be a horrible first impression. All right, don't forget about that Wednesday off. Exactly. Which is why wait, what did I do yesterday? Because today is Thursday. Yesterday, I think the only thing I really did was, you know, at 12 midnight when I got home, I made that little video welcoming in the new year. And then I upload, because here's the thing, the video that I uploaded for Warhammer, that was done literally the evening before. That was done evening before Wednesday. It was it was on Tuesday. Me and Gajil played through Obelisk and we played some other missions, and I recorded that before New Year's. So that's not something that we did that very Wednesday. It was something I hadn't uploaded yet. I had to chop it up and get it uploaded. So thankfully, I got that done. And then I could just basically really just rest on Wednesday and not do too much. But yes, Wednesdays will be my days where I take time for myself. Give myself a break so I can rest, so I can give you guys my best. Now, physically, I am able to just go through an entire week and just record and stream for you guys. But, as one gets older and as one continues a YouTube channel for over 10 years, you start to realize that it's very important for you to take breaks and rest so you can be at 100%. So that people can enjoy your stuff and not feel like, oh, wow, he's pulling through, but he's sick. Because it can I understand people being supportive of a YouTuber when they're feeling ill and they're still uploading. But I also feel like at the back of their minds, they're wondering, like, he really didn't have to do this or she didn't have to do this if they're not feeling well, especially if you have an understanding audience, an understanding community. So going forward for this whole year, and this is just going to be something that I turn into a tradition. I just rest on Wednesdays. Those will be days that I rest. Unless there is a One Punch Man chapter on a Wednesday. I bit my tongue. Only if there's a One Punch Man chapter on a Wednesday. Other than that, strictly taking Wednesdays off. Yeah, be sure to take care of yourself. Of course. Kitty gets on my case a lot of the time just to make sure. And even when I slip up and try to do stuff on Wednesday, she reminds me as well. So thank you for that. My family, they're very grateful that I am taking breaks on Wednesdays because they know I do a lot. They know I do so much concerning this channel and all the time I spend on it. So my family is highly supportive of me taking breaks on Wednesdays as well. So going forward for this channel, I haven't picked a date yet as to when I'm going to start Kaiju number 8. It may be this month, but it depends on how busy I become. Because there's still some other things I would like to take care of this month as well and mess with. We got a voiceover stream that we're going to be doing that I asked CJ to make a list of like characters and stuff that he would like to do. Like that Warhammer stream. Yeah. That Warhammer stream when I was trying to play and I was just coughing like, y'all having fun? I was really pulling through with that. Not to the point where it was impossible for me to play, but I could tell like I wasn't at 100%, but I had already committed to the stream, and so I just went through with it. And I couldn't enjoy it as much as I wanted to because, sniffing and coughing, and my voice wasn't exactly at its dulcet tones that it's right now. But it was tricky for me, and I feel like going forward, if I'm feeling unwell, then I'm not going to try and force myself to do anything. I've done it a lot, and I feel it is unwise for me to do so. So, going forward, if I'm feeling unwell, I'm not going to do anything that day. I will let you guys know. So that way, just in case some of you get your hopes up thinking that I'm going to be doing something for that day, I'll let you know I'll be resting then. Outside of my usual Wednesdays. In case anything happens. Other than that, it's business as usual. Solo Leveling Season 2 starts this week as well, so that's going to be something I'm going to be starting. Solo Leveling episode reactions will return this upcoming Saturday. No, not that one. The one I DM'd you on 2 minutes before it started. Oh, right. Thank you for that. Solo Leveling Season 2 starts this week, so I'm going to be doing reactions to that. If they release their episodes the same time that Bleach releases its episodes, then it's going to be probably something I edit after I get done reacting to Ragnarok, because their chapters release on Saturday. So that's going to be something I'm doing. Gaming-wise, there are quite a few games that are going to be coming out this year that I have my eye on. Some of them I have my eye on, but I haven't necessarily committed to wanting to add them to the channel because I'm still a little bit iffy on whether or not it's going to be something that I enjoy. And speaking of games as a whole, Bleach is done. I know Bleach is done. I'm just saying if Solo Leveling's episode operates on the same format, such as releasing their episodes at 10:30 in the morning, I react to it and then edit it after Solo Leveling Ragnarok, which was what I was doing when Bleach was up. When Bleach was up, I would react to it at 10:30, but I wouldn't edit it until after my Solo Leveling Ragnarok reaction because editing takes a while to do. Especially when I do it because I used to do stuff at like 720, but I just do all my videos at 1080p now. So I would always record a reaction, but I wouldn't edit it until after the Ragnarok reaction was done because editing takes so long. So that's the reason why I was saying I'm probably going to do it the same exact way. If they do it in the same format as Bleach, that I'll record my reaction to Solo Leveling and then edit it after I'm done reacting to the manhwa, simply because editing takes so long and I would not get it done before the actual chapter drops because there's a lot of editing and stuff that I got to do for just every reaction, episode reaction that I do. Okay, got it. I thought you saying there was more Bleach. Oh, no. Bleach's season is over. It's over. I'm just saying that the format that Bleach released their episodes, like early in the morning, and then a chapter, I would do the same if Solo Leveling does the same. Hopefully it does do the same, because if they try to release an episode at 12 o'clock the same time as the chapter, then it's just gonna overextend things as far as like how I normally do things. But that's that. Going back to games, and I need to make this very apparent because I brought this up to Kitty and a whole bunch of other people who were present in the stream as well. Going forward, as far as like games on the channel, I am probably only going to dedicate time to games that, one, I know for myself I'm going to enjoy, but also games that you like as well and would like to see me play. And we both meet eye to eye. We both reach a consensus that, okay, this is something we both would very much like to play. I would enjoy playing it, and you guys would enjoy seeing me play it. Because I feel like when I play certain games, yes, there is an audience for some of them, but it is Killer Bean. Happy New Year to you as well. There is an audience for people that like certain games that I play, but there are certain games where I can play it and you guys are just like fine with me playing it, but I feel it would be better if I play games you guys would wholeheartedly enjoy just seeing me play. And I'm grateful that there are people who enjoy games and are just here in the stream just to vibe with me and just chill, but I would rather play games that I know for a fact people would just be attentive and wholeheartedly enjoy the entire time I'm playing, rather than it's just me playing a game and you guys are just like, you're here. I understand some people like to lurk and whatnot, but I would rather play games that I know people would be itching for me to play and at the same time. Because, for example, I play Genshin, or I played it, and it was enjoyable, you know, me exploring all over the map and doing everything. However, longevity-wise, I don't think it's something that I see myself dedicating an entire series to. I brought this up to Kitty and a whole bunch of other people last year. We can say that, last year. And while there's a lot of content in Genshin, I don't know if it is something that I see myself turning into a big old series. Like, I made a couple of streams of it, OG Genshin player returns to messing with it, but if there's not an audience for it, and there's not enough people who really want to see me continue with Genshin, then it's not something I'm going to dedicate a whole lot of time to. Because I don't want to do stuff and people are not going to either watch it or people are going to enjoy it. Or it's something that they want to see. Because it would just be a waste of you guys coming to a stream that you would not enjoy wholeheartedly versus me doing something that you guys are like, okay, when are you going to do the next stream for it? Because I feel like your time is better spent interacting with stuff that you would not mind losing brain space to. You get what I mean? So going forward, when it comes to games, I'm probably only going to play games that I absolutely enjoy and games that I know you guys would enjoy watching me play and would be there to watch me play it when I do, whether by video or by streams, because that just makes the most sense to me. Now, of course, there's a lot of games coming out this year that I'm automatically going to be making series on. I mean, Borderlands 4 is coming out this year. It's coming out this year. So what I'm probably going to do is remember how we played through all the Borderlands games leading up to Borderlands 3. We played through Borderlands 1 and 2 and the pre-sequel. Part of me is feeling like doing that again, but I did that solely as the Siren. This time, should I run through the Borderlands series again? I'll probably play as just straight up different classes just to mess with them, and it'll just be like Road to Borderlands 4, just like it was with during the year when Borderlands 3 came out. And the Borderlands series, incredibly fun. I love that series. I can play that all the time. And you know what I'll probably do? Oh, that's family. What I would probably do is just mess with like different classes for each game. Like for Borderlands 1, I'll probably do one for Mordecai. Borderlands 2, I'll probably do one for Krieg, because Krieg is just a fun character in general. And Borderlands 3, I'll probably I've played them all. I've played them all so much in Borderlands 3. I'll probably just Zane, Flack, Moze, and Amara. I've already played all the Sirens, so maybe I'll play like a new one for Moze. So that'll probably be something. The only thing is, I would probably not do that series until we get like a date of when Borderlands 4 is supposed to come out. So that way I can play through the first game with a new character, play through the second game, probably play through the pre-sequel as well, just because it ties into the story, and then of course play through Borderlands 3, leading up to Borderlands 4. I'll probably, just to be safe, I'll probably do like a month in between when Borderlands 3 is done and when Borderlands 4 is done, because until we get like an official date for it, it'll probably be wise to give that extra space of time so we can until we get like a definitive date. Here's a thought too. How about a nostalgia vid of Elden Ring before Elden Ring Night Rain drops? Like what? Just Jordan Hill, Happy New Year to you as well. Like a nostalgia vid of like some of my best a nostalgia vid from different parts of like my original run of Elden Ring, or like what? Us just react? Because just shoot me some ideas, because I'm thinking either reacting to some of my old stuff from Elden Ring during my initial Elden Ring playthrough, or hold on, family just said food. They brought food? Hold up, they brought food? Family brought food? Hold on, give me a sec. I'll be right back. All right. Okay. I got all my food here. We can continue the conversation. Let's see. I was thinking kind of like, here's a thought. How about nostalgia vid of Elden Ring before Elden Ring Night Rain drops? Just thinking kind of like an advancement journey, how far you've gone, how broken you got, bosses that whooped you and you hope to see again or not. Ooh, that sounds nice. Hold on. Let me take a quick sip real quick. Because I have a tendency to try and say everything in one singular breath without breathing, and then I continue. I've done this for literal years. Okay. So, gaming-wise, there are several things I'm going to be looking forward to this year. Borderlands 4, obviously. I already talked about my plans about that. Elden Ring Night Rain. Me and Gaji were already talking about this the other day when we were playing Space Marine, and it's not in the video, but it was in another part of the mission that we were playing. And we were talking about it and how much Elden Ring Night Rain reminds me of, who remembers Ghost of Tsushima Legends, which was the co-op mode, the free co-op mode that Sucker Punch added to Ghost of Tsushima. And it was incredibly well done. Elden Ring Night Rain kind of reminds me of that if you're going to be running with like a crew and you have these unique classes that you get to run with as well. I don't know the fullest details of what Night Rain entails, but all I know is that Elden Ring ain't done with us yet, okay? I've been messing with the tank build for the longest. I'm currently at Mohg's place, just farming XP from that one bird you can shoot across the way and make it fall off the cliff, so that way you can constantly get tons and tons of runes. I'm building it up so that way I can tank myself with like the Bull Goat Tragoth armor, or at least until I can get a Vedagree's armor from the Shadow of the Erdtree DLC, but I got to go through his whole quest line to get it. So, needless to say, Elden Ring is one of those games you can constantly go back to. It is so good. Every single time I boot up Elden Ring, if I want to make a new build, it's just like a whole brand new experience, a whole brand new perspective on how to play the game if you do different builds or use different classes. It's the gift that keeps on giving. So, I can't wait to mess with Night Rain. Let's see, Anime All Day TV, I know exactly what you're talking about with Legends mode, but never really played Elden Ring. Let me just say this. Elden Ring is incredibly good, and I suggest that people play it. 2025, Skeleton, good to see you. Let's see, and Ravi, I said yo to you, I believe. Yes. Let's see how this year is compared to 2024. Look, can we be honest? Can we stop with all the layoffs of gaming companies while the CEOs get bonuses? Can we stop that? Can we stop that? There's literally no reason why that should be happening at all. If your future, because don't, you know what? I'm going to stop. Because if I go on this rant and it continues to happen, it's only going to prove me right. The dude who got praised and got his very first award for a brand new category for how much he helped people who got laid off from gaming companies, him to exist pretty much just shows you that these companies are greedy. If he's going out of his way to find places and new jobs for the people who get laid off from these companies that seem to have more than enough money to give millions of dollars to a bonuses to a CEO, but don't have enough money to keep the people that keeps their games good, I'm not going to go on this rant. I'm going to hold back. But I need for these layoffs. We, not there's just I, but we as a whole need for these layoffs to stop. I don't care what vision you have for your company. If your company involves you letting people go because you think you're still going to be able to push out the same amount of content with less people, you are a fool. And you do not deserve the job that you have. I'm just going to be real. If you mentally think that letting people go who have years of experience in your company just so you can save money, but still expect that same level of love and care that the people you let go had, and now that's gone, but you still think you're going to put out the same level of quality, you're an idiot. So these layoffs need to stop because there's frankly no reason why they should be happening at all. Let's be honest. If you got enough money to give a CEO a bonus, you got enough money to pay these people and keep them. It's just common sense. I'm not a business-oriented person at all. I'm not. I'm just a dude that likes to be I'm just a dude that enjoys being up on camera and talking to you guys or playing games or reacting to stuff. I'm not business-centric at all. I just got basic, common, average, ordinary, everyday civilian knowledge of it. But even I can tell that, laying off people but still expecting the same level of effort is asinine. It is absolutely insane. So let this be the year where layoffs just stop happening in general. It's just that simple. I've heard a lot of good things about it. Might get it if it's on sale. Elden Ring is worth any price of admission, whether it's on sale or not. Ubisoft. Assassin's Creed Shadows is supposed to be coming out in February. I'm gonna be honest. I'm just frankly done with Assassin's Creed games, so don't expect me to play Shadows. Last Assassin's Creed game I played was Valhalla, and the series just massively fell off after that. But Ubisoft as a whole, I'm frankly just done. You still going down that road? Yeah, I did. I couldn't help it. It just. When you're passionate about something, it is incredibly difficult to just stop. Cold turkey. It is incredibly difficult, so I still went down that road anyway. But you guys know how I am. You guys know my whole overall disposition towards that sort of thing. So, but with Ubisoft, I'm just not feeling them as a company anymore. So I'm just not invested in trying to play their games on this channel if all they put out is just, the same old stuff, and their stuff is just mediocre and mundane. I do not have a lot. Stupid must be called out. It has to. We can't be quiet about this. Honestly, looking forward to Shadows. Never was a big Assassin's Creed guy, so I'm not burnt out. Looks fun to me. Anime all day TV. Hey, more power to you. I'm not going to say you're wrong for liking Shadows, but for me, I've been burnt out on Assassin's Creed as a whole, both narratively and, frankly, Shadows, to me, doesn't really offer anything new that I haven't seen in previous games. Because the stuff that they're doing in Assassin's Creed Shadows was stuff that you were already capable of doing in Ghost of Tsushima. And we got Ghost of Tsushima 2 coming out as well, so there's that. But hey, if you are looking forward to Assassin's Creed Shadows, that is completely you. You're fine. Do not feel like your choice or hype is invalidated by me saying that I'm just not big on Ubisoft anymore, because that's just my opinion, and my opinion should never override your own. That is something people need to really embrace this year as well, because way too many people rely on the internet to make their decisions for them, or needs the internet to say something that validates their decision in order for them to feel like they made a good decision in general, because that's already dangerous. That sort of mob mentality is very dangerous for people. Just make decisions for yourself. Don't wait for someone whose job is to create articles with clickbaity titles, or YouTubers who go out of their way to, ride a hate train for games or whatever, for them to make several videos on something that they could have already just ignored after the first video. Don't wait on their opinions to be the one that gives you the answer that you seek. Now, of course, if you trust these YouTubers, hey, that's you. But please don't let their opinion be your own and you don't make a decision for yourself. Because that's how mistakes are made for us gamers, where we let someone else tell us how we should feel about a game or a piece of media, and in order to feel like we're okay with our decision, we need to make sure it doesn't conflict with anybody else's. I couldn't care less if people's opinions on something that I like differs from mine. That at the end of the day, it's mine, and it should be that way for everyone else. So hopefully more people will embrace that. So that way we don't have another Suicide Squad kill the Justice League situation where people have gone out of their way to just absolutely hate the game. Whereas people who have played the game says, like, it's not as bad as everyone makes out, but, you know, the world has decided it's one of the worst things to possibly exist when it was never the case. But, you know, people go out of their way to do that nonsense in order to, you know, I don't like it, so I need to tell everyone I know that I don't like it. Well, if you don't like it, don't worry about it. No, I need to tell everyone over and over and over again that I don't like something in the hopes that they would suddenly start agreeing with me. You know, doing something over and over and expecting change is what they call insanity, right? So please be careful not to go down that path. So I understand the people being burnt out on Assassin's Creed, but that doesn't affect me, and I don't care about controversy about a game. If I think it looks cool, I get it. Hey, like I said, entirely up to you. You haven't been burnt out by Assassin's Creed. And you are not, you know, moved by any controversies towards the game, as many of us have noticed about Assassin's Creed. But if you are into it and you enjoy it and you think it's something you'll have fun with, more power to you. That's your decision. And you should not feel any regret about it. Plain and simple. Maybe Ubisoft should stop making video games. I feel like they shouldn't stop making video games, but they should stop making video games with the distinct purpose of releasing multiple versions of it, like 3 different versions. I know I have 4 fingers up. I'm being sarcastic. 3 different versions of a game that gets more and more expensive with content you don't know anything about until much later on, but they're just saying, like, they're just hoping that you'll just get it because they think that their stuff is worth that much. I feel like Ubisoft needs to stop thinking that we are dumb and that we immediately flock to the deluxe edition, the ultimate edition, the gold edition of a video game, when standard is pretty much should be the only version that people are getting. It should really only be the version that people are getting so that they can see, okay, I've enjoyed enough of this game to warrant me getting the extra content. That should be the standard. That's just me, though. But Ubisoft really does love putting out a whole bunch of different editions out there. And you don't even know if all the stuff that comes aside the standard base game is even worth your time at all. So, long story short for Ubisoft, I'm not convinced of Assassin's Creed Shadows for me to play it on this channel. Honestly, there are worse games than Suicide Squad Kill the Justice League. Example, games made by Phoenix Games. Which games are made by Phoenix Games? Hold on, let me look this up. Let me exit out of these tabs because I still had that up. Phoenix Games. What games have they made? I'm looking at all the stuff that they made. What have they made? Phoenix Games was. What are we talking about? The same people? Let me see. What are some good Assassin's Creed games that you would suggest since you've played a lot of them? I got Valhalla on PlayStation, but never really bought any Assassin's Creed games. Games like Concord or JJK Curse Clash. You could have just made it an action RPG for Jujutsu, or turned it into a Musou game, or have it patterned off of Grand Blue Fantasy Relink, and it would have been just fine. Fighting games can only last so long. Sure, you get to play people like Gojo, but that's it. It's just a fighting game. CJ, good to see you. By the way, Black Myth Wukong won Steam Game of the Year, as it should have. As it should have. It won Game of the Year. It won Game of the Year for Steam. It wore games that you suck at because it can be that difficult. And it won another award as well. It won 3 of them. But that's warranted. That's actually good because Black Myth Wukong deserves all the praise and glory because it earned it. That Jujutsu Kaisen game did not look good to me. It was made by the same people that made that My Hero Academia fighting game. It's from those same people. And I feel unless you already have a background of making very good fighting games, stop turning every single game into a fighting. Stop turning every single anime into a fighting game. Cuz we're already getting a brand new Demon Slayer Hinokami Chronicles game, and that's going to be another fighting game from the makers of the Naruto Ultimate Ninja Storm series. That's already going to be another thing that's out there. Goodbye chances of us having a Demon Slayer ARPG. So then you also have now you got Dragon Ball Sparking Zero. That's fine. That's fine. That's literally a brand new Budokai. That's perfectly fine. Who it is? Hi, hello to you as well. But I feel going forward, fighting games based on anime have basically just been turned into like the safe route. The same way that Astro Bot was the safe choice for Game of the Year of 2024. It was safe. Not based on a matter of its sales, not based on a matter of how much money it earned, because in comparison to Black Myth Wukong, Astro Bot severely underperformed in terms of how many units were sold and how much it actually made. So it just begs the question, what quality required, what is necessary for a game to reach Game of the Year if one game made more money and sold more copies in less time than the game that actually won Game of the Year? So it makes you wonder. Conversation for another time. But I feel going forward, please let this be the year where anime fighting games slow down. I know we're already getting Bleach Rebirth of Souls. That's a brand new Bleach game, but it's also a fighting game. And I go back to this again where I feel if an anime game gets turned into a fighting game and nothing else, then they chose the safe option rather than being adventurous and trying something new. The Bleach game looks good. Oh, don't get me wrong. Rebirth of Souls does look good. But it just means that this is pushing back another Bleach game that could actually be an RPG or a Musou game back even further. Because every single anime fighting game that comes out that isn't a Musou or an action RPG will always be a fighting game of some kind. Either that or turn-based, which is the case for Fairy Tail 2, where it released and it was just turn-based. And I feel turn-based can only work for certain games, and not every game needs to have that. But those are just my own personal gripes. I only bought 3 games at full price this year. Black Myth Wukong, worth it. Warhammer 40k, worth it. And Stellar Blade, worth it. All of these games have had wonderful updates past launch. And Warhammer 40k Space Marine 2 still has more in the works. Going through their recent community dev posts, oh, don't worry, I see it. Black Myth, but I see what you see, kitty. Dragon Emperor, do I remember you? Yes, you were here before. I remember you. It hasn't been that long. We need some good story games, in my opinion. We do. But, going to Warhammer 40k. They got some updates releasing this year for Season 3 for all the stuff they're going to be doing, including a Horde mode, a brand new map for PvP, a brand new mission, and a new addition to the Battle Barge where you can just look up enemies, and hopefully they'll give you the description of these enemies and describe who these enemies are to you so you can get a better look at them, because not everyone stands still to look at the enemies that you're fighting to see the detail on them. Most of us are just ripping them apart and just ripping their heads off or slashing them in half. But not only that, Horde mode, but also prestige ranks for people who have maxed out their ranks for their classes. They will be able to gain even more power for these characters. So you'll be able to go past the level cap and get your Marines even stronger. So that's already my Achilles heel. I love that. So I'm looking forward to that. What's the topic of discussion? We're talking about things that are going to be happening for this channel as a whole, and also just discussing just games in general. Long story short, I'm going to be adding some new manga to the channel as well, but I'm going to be doing it in a way where it is comfortable for me, so that way it doesn't conflict with anything, so that I won't be stretched thin by me doing all of this stuff. New solo leveling season starts this week. One manga I'm going to be adding this year will be Kaiju number 8. I didn't have time to do it. I didn't have time to do it last year because I was just so busy, and I didn't find time to do it in a way that was comfortable for me. But now I literally have no excuse. So Kaiju number 8 will be a series that I add. Will be a series that I add to the channel as a whole. And as far as games are concerned, games that are on my list to mess with this year is Borderlands 4. Hopefully we will have some news on this new Darksiders game. So maybe it'll be Darksiders 4 that releases this year. So hopefully we'll find out some more stuff about that. Still not 100% sure if I'm going to play Dynasty Warriors Origins. But it definitely is something that has caught my attention. So, but we'll cross that bridge when we get to it. It's still January, it's still fresh, and we'll cross that bridge when we get to it. But as far as like everything else that I have, planned, going forward, I'll probably make a poll. As far as like games are concerned to what you would like to see. I'm still going to continue Castlevania Order of Ecclesia because I started it and I got to finish it. So we got to continue through that game. Another thing I'll probably add to the channel as well is going back to Tales of Arise. The last time I messed with that game was when Kitty consumed the death sauce. That was the last time I played Tales of Arise, and I haven't messed with it since. I just downloaded that Dynasty Warriors demo the other day. It's basically Pirate Warriors. I didn't know that. Where do you think Pirate Warriors got their whole concept from? Dynasty Warriors was our first instance into Muso. He looks 22. Add 10 years to that. That's how old I am. But yeah, where do you think Pirate Warriors gets it from? Dynasty Warriors is the original blueprint. When I say I love Muso games, it's because of Dynasty Warriors. I go back as far as Dynasty Warriors 5. That was the very first one that I messed with, and I've loved the series ever since. That sauce consumed you? It did. Or maybe a Devilman video game might happen this year, but I also doubt it. Look, also, can I just say this? Can we stop turning very big IPs into mobile games? I know they're successful. Do you plan to play Wuthering Waves? It's available on PS5 now. I just downloaded it yesterday and having a blast. Bro, you 32? Yes. Black don't crack, my brother. Black don't crack. But yes, I am 32. I'm going to be turning 33 in March. But yeah. I'm not that good either right now, but I'm getting better and overall enjoying. We should play together sometime. CJ, continue to get your rest. Now I get it. Dynasty Warriors, Pirate Warriors, but the trailer had me thinking it was a different game. Oh, no. This is the newest Dynasty Warriors game that they made. The last one they made was their attempt at making an open world Muso game, but the concept really doesn't work all that well because one, it kind of works best within a consolidated map space rather than it just being a spread over a whole entire map. So this is the newest iteration of that. I hope we get some different IPs for Warrior series, like Star Wars, Marvel, DC, Ain't no way my behind is 32. Yes. Yes. I know you don't want to believe it, but I am. I am a grown man. I may not look it, but I am. Told y'all. Not trying to be personal, but what's your job, uncle? Who's uncle? Not me. Mobile games aren't really that good anyway. It depends on the mobile game, but I feel like and this extends from my disdain for Solo Leveling Arise, which should have been a game that was released on console, and how it got turned into a mobile gacha. So that game will always rub me the wrong way, simply because we missed out on a chance for it to be like a big console game that could have gained a large following, rather than being like a safe gacha game that it turned into. But gaming wise, Borderlands is on the table, Darksiders 4 is on the table. And honestly, this is something that me and Godjiel have been talking about for a long time. Please, 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 let this be the year that we get something Transformers related. We were supposed to get stuff for Transformers Reactivate last year. The entire year. We were supposed to. We got nothing. It got pushed out of the way. We got nothing at all. So there's no excuse why Splash Games should be very, very quiet about anything Transformers related, because we waited so long. We went a whole year. We got no trailers. We got nothing. Yeah, the teaser for Solo Leveling Arise was misleading because it looked like it wasn't a gacha. That's how they get you. They get you with like nice and cool looking cinematics, and then when you get the game, you find out, oh, mobile and PC, not consoles. No, not consoles. Mobile and PC. Oh, they're gonna turn it into a gacha. So I'm kind of tired of that. I'm kind of tired of them just making mobile games of big IPs into gachas, because they did that to Overlord. They made a brand new Overlord mobile gacha game, and I'm like, y'all can't do anything else with this? But back to Transformers, I really need this. I really need this to be a time where they give us information on Transformers. You cannot tell me that Transformers 1 did not make people want to play a Transformers game. You can't tell me that. You missed your window. Not only that, but the people who did Transformers Reactivate, the marketing team, they dropped the ball so hard on this film that it made people think that it was going to be like a kiddie movie, and it wasn't going to be that good, and it was one of the best movies of last year. So the marketing team dropped the ball, and also the ones talking, also the people who are in charge of Reactivate, they dropped the ball by not just giving us any information whatsoever. So now there's no excuse. There's no excuse. Hold on. I got some fries here. I need to be eating them, because I can just talk and then my fries will get cold. So I need to be eating while I'm talking to you guys. But going back to all the stuff that I intend to do for this channel, Lord said the same. Lord's will, nothing happen. Among Kaiju number 8, another series that I'm probably going to be adding to the channel to read through is Kagurabachi, because I heard that things have been getting good for that manga. I haven't kept up with it past the chapters that we read. But it's a series that I want to start reading for the channel as a whole. Want another Transformers game, either like Devastation or another Musou. It's been far too long for either. It has been. And you would think Hasbro would jump at the chance to make people want to look forward to their stuff again, because frankly, Hasbro has not been really using their properties properly. Transformers, I like the movies. Never thought I'd play a game with Transformers, though. Maybe 2025's a year. It's been too long. Cover the beginning after the end anime. It's on the cards. It's on the cards. We'll just have to see how it's done. Because some people are a little bit iffy on the studio who is animating the beginning after the end. So we'll see. We'll see if this studio that does the anime does the series justice. Because they got a lot of shoes to fill in order to bring the art from the manhwa to life and make it seem good in comparison when it's animated. Because we've already been in a situation where an anime looks good at first and then it just takes a nosedive. Uzumaki is by far the best example of, oh, this looks great. Then you go through the rest of the episodes and it's like, where's the rest of the animation team? So hopefully this is not the case with the studio that's in charge of the beginning after the end. Been a Transformers fan since G1 and even some of the comic runs too. I've been a Transformers fan since the original Transformers Armada cartoon. I did not grow up watching the original cartoons with, like Frank Welker and Peter Cullen. I didn't grow up watching those cartoons, though I did take time out, I want to say 2 years ago, where I finally watched the Transformers movie, like the original cartoon with Leonard Nimoy as Galvatron and Unicron, Orson Welles. Watch that, and I'm like, oh, okay. Maybe I need to look into the cartoon just a little bit. But I grew up with Transformers Armada. I remember watching Transformers Energon, Transformers Cybertron, which essentially has the absolute best Transformers TV show theme ever. Transformers Cybertron has the best theme. Look it up when you get the chance. It's absolutely phenomenal. And playing their games, I want to say my first Transformers game that I played was actually the movie tie-in one. I didn't play the Transformers Armada one on the PlayStation 2, but it was the movie. It was the movie game. And then I played Revenge of the Fallen, and then I don't think they made one for Dark of the Moon. But I played it, and I just thought it was cool. But it wasn't until I played Transformers War for Cybertron and Fall of Cybertron that my love for Transformers in games reached its absolute peak. Also, they need to stop using the if you kill the villain, then you're worse than him because it's annoying to watch. Yeah, they need to stop doing that. I know this is about 2024 and not 2025, but I asked what everyone thought was the movie of the year for them. Oh, wait. I know this is about 2025 and not 2024. For me, I didn't get a chance to watch Sonic 3, so I need to go when I get the chance. I'm gonna go and watch the movie for myself. But for me, the movie what came out last year? I'm trying to remember what. Ooh, I watched Transformers 1, but the last movie I went to the actual theaters to go see. I think it was a good one for me. I really loved Deadpool and Wolverine. Really loved that one. That one was actually really good. Hmm. Mixed up the years. That's my bad. Oh, you good? I understood what you meant. But I say Deadpool and Wolverine because I actually went to go see that in theaters. Haven't watched Sonic 3 yet, but I will. And my opinion on what I consider the best movie of 2024 will possibly change when I go see Sonic 3. But not sure. I'm torn between Deadpool and Wolverine and Transformers 1. Transformers 1 was exceptionally good. Matter of fact, let me do this. games in 2025. And let's look at the list. So we got Wuthering Waves, which is out right now. I'll probably do like a first impressions stream of it, like a first impressions, just to see how it is. Might do that tomorrow, since tomorrow I don't necessarily have anything. But wait. Hold on. I think tomorrow we're supposed to be getting some new chapters for One Piece and Sakamoto Days. Hold on, let me check. Yeah. We're supposed to be getting a chapter of One Piece and Sakamoto Days tomorrow. So, Wuthering Waves. Wuthering Waves is, I'll probably, if my reactions for One Piece and Sakamoto Days doesn't go too long, I'll probably have like a first impression stream of Wuthering Waves after all that is said and done. I'll probably do that. Let me see. Dude, it's so good. I watched it because Q and Gajil were raving about it. Yeah, just curious if you watched Arcane. Oh yeah, I have. I've seen both seasons of Arcane. Both very well done. And I'm like, this is an entire series, just pure 3D. And it's so good. It's so good. Oh, the misery. Everybody wants to be my enemy. Oh, the tragedy. From the start to the end of the movie, I was on D16 Megatron's side. Oh, it was really good. It was really good. It was very good. It was a very good movie. But I also like Arcane as well. Everyone did a good job voicing these characters. It was so good, and it had such wonderful heartfelt moments. So Arcane was good. But also I heard that it was also mad expensive to make as well. But let me go back to this game list real quick. Wuthering Waves, we'll do a first impressions. Dynasty Warriors Origins drops on the 17th. Don't know if I'm gonna turn that into a series and mess with it. Let's see. What else is dropping in January? Sniper Elite Resistance. When's the last time anyone's played Sniper Elite? Let's be honest. Kingdom Come Deliverance 2. Never played the first one. And frankly, its gameplay style doesn't interest me. Assassin's Creed Shadows is supposed to be dropping next month. Let's see. Avowed. Godzilla Voxel Wars. What is Godzilla Voxel Wars? Like a Dragon, Pirate Yakuza in Hawaii. Haven't even finished the first Like a Dragon game. Monster Hunter Wilds on the 28th of February. I'm trying to remember, didn't another Monster Hunter game come out in February? Not Rise. I don't think it was Rise. When did Monster Hunter World come out? Monster Hunter World. That was January. Okay, Monster Hunter Rise. That was March. Monster Hunter Rise came out in March, but Monster Hunter Wilds is coming out in February. Interesting. But that's February. Let's see, what's dropping in March? What's dropping around my birthday? Oh, Bleach Rebirth of Souls is releasing ahead of my birthday on the 21st. The first Berserker Kazan is coming out as well. Killing Floor 3, which is a game that Kitty is looking forward to. That's coming out. Oh, having quesadillas. Ooh, that sounds nice. Deadpool has to be put in Rivals within the year or two tops. Also, Iceman has to be in the game as well. He'll probably have 2 ults. Oh, also, did you notice? CJ, did you notice? Did you see there's a tweet for... There was a tweet from Marvel Rivals where it showed our first images of the Fantastic Four. They look good. They really look good. The Thing, Mr. Fantastic, Susan, and Johnny, they all look good, so they're getting added to the game. So if you have a chance, check out that tweet from Marvel Rivals, and you'll see just what they look like. But yeah, Killing Floor 3 is supposed to be releasing in February, but its official release date is to be announced. So through April and June, we have The Last of Us Part 2 remastered for PC, Ultimate Edition, revamped, remastered, remade. That's all the titles that it has, because how many times has this game come out? Why are you calling The Last of Us Part 2 remastered on Windows? What are you do? That makes no sense. Remastered is something that's specific for consoles. What do you mean remastered for Windows? It's still just The Last of Us Part 2. PC has way more graphical options to manipulate than console does. We got limitations. But for Windows, for PC, what do you mean remastered? What are you doing on PC that makes it any different? Remastered is like, okay, we took it from PS4 to PS5. For Windows, we upped the visual quality from 1080p to 1920. Remastered! That makes no sense. Why are you releasing The Last of Us Part 2 again on PC and calling it a brand new thing? That makes no sense. You don't call stuff remastered on PC because PC has a lot more capabilities of doing stuff remastered without a brand new game being re-released for it. That's the advantage of PC. I'm a console player. I can acknowledge that PC got so many things over us console users. But you want to release Last of Us Part 2 again? But call it remastered on PC? I'm going on a rant here. I'm moving on. I'm tired of Naughty Dog. I'm tired of Naughty Dog. Let's see. How many times are they going to release that game? Anime, I don't know. How many times? How many times have they released this game? It's old. Okay, it got released in 2020. It's not old enough for it to need a remaster at all. So I'm looking through this. Let's see. New gameplay modes include guitar free play featuring playable characters Ellie, Joel, Gustavo, modeled after Santa Laya, in several locations with unlockable guitars from Gustavo's banjo, lost levels featuring 3 scrapped and incomplete gameplay sequences, No Return, a roguelite special mode featuring randomized combat encounters. Remaster was updated to target higher resolutions and frame rate on the PlayStation 5 Pro, which in and of itself is kind of a redundant console to have because no one is playing games for visual fidelity. They're playing it for better frame rate and stability. That should be the only thing that people are looking for games. They're gonna add more characters for the upcoming Last of Us remaster. I can see one of Bobby's ults being a recovery revenge attack that can activate after he's beaten in, which he reconstitutes as a freezing storm as he's done in the comics before. And I honestly thought The Last of Us 2 was a decent game. I wasn't on the hate train with everyone else, but it's getting annoying how non-stop releasing the same game over and over again. I was not a fan of the narrative of the game. Gameplay-wise, it was solid, yet the narrative was by far its biggest issue for me. And it just brought the overall experience down for me. I played through it, but I did not like the narrative of The Last of Us at all. I'm a big Fantastic Four fan ever since before the 90s animated series. That new game they're making that they showed off at the Game Awards, it looks interesting. Give us some information about that. Let's see, out of topic, but going back to say what I said before, Phoenix Games is a defunct Dutch video games publisher. They were publishers of poorly made games during the 1990s and late 2000s, I believe. Yeah, because when I looked them up, it says like they were a business, but they weren't anymore. Announced the game schedule for release on Windows, developed in collaboration with Nix's Software and Iron Galaxy. Sure. Stop re-releasing games that aren't even 10 years old. It makes more sense when you do games that are that old, but when they are when you can literally remember the intro because it's been that short of a distance in between you playing it and you remaster it again, it feels like a waste of resources, but that's just me. Let's see what else we got here. Fatal Fury. I'm not big on too many fighting games, which is probably why you don't see me playing them all that much. That's supposed to be dropping in April. Let's see. Sonic Wings Reunion. That does not have anything to do with Sonic at all. Let's see. Inazuma 11. Revenge of the Savage Planet. Stellar Code, Double Dragon Revive in October, and then we have a long list of unscheduled releases. Kind of sounds like Disney. Also, don't want to beat a dead horse, but Wonder Woman news this year. Do we think it'll happen? I don't know. Can I be real? So, Suicide Squad killed the Justice League. I believe their last content update will be this month. And then that is it for the game. It's been a fun ride. I enjoyed it, and I'm looking forward to the final episode of Kill the Justice League. Even though people, continue to chide it for just merely existing, I greatly enjoyed it. But once that is done, and let me be very clear for everyone, and since I articulate my words, there should be no reason why what I'm saying should be misconstrued as anything else, because I am very specific about what I say. Once Suicide Squad releases their last content update and they have nothing else to show, they need to focus on actually showing off the games that they're developing. Stop. You know what's so insane? Wonder Woman was announced around the same time as Suicide Squad, and Suicide Squad has gone through 4 seasons across 11 months. And nothing from Wonder Woman has been mentioned at all. There's no excuse. Either y'all have stopped production on it, or y'all think that what you have is so good that it warrants the silence, and what you have to show is so mind-blowingly good that we're okay with you being quiet. Either one of those two. I'm done being the middle ground was all like, maybe they'll show something, maybe they won't. I need you guys to show something for me to be happy that this game even exists. Stop. It's just like Double D says in Ed, and Eddie. How dare you toy with my emotions? Just tell us. This year, I'll do my best to stay away from gacha games because I'm playing DBZ, Dokkan Battle, Honkai Star Rail, Punishing Gray Raven, Solo Leveling Arise, Wuthering Waves, Endless Zone Zero. Oh, Ramil. Please be careful. Please be careful. These gacha games will get you. That's why it's called gacha, because they gotcha. So you got to be careful with that. At this rate, it'll be more released or remastered than Street Fighter 2 did. Can I say something? When it comes to re-releasing games, can it be games that need a re-release? Can this be the year? Can this be the year where can this be the year where games that need to be remade, like old PlayStation 2 games like Incredible Hulk Ultimate Destruction or the older Transformers games, can we get them back? I'll sooner spend my money on those games than literally having a game that isn't even 3 years old get another remaster and you want me to play because you just added one new mode to it and you just made it look better. I'm just saying. What I don't get why people hating on the actor when these same people liked her in the movies. I think there's a whole bunch. I think there's some things connected to Gal Gadot that some people don't like. I'm not gonna go down I'm not gonna go into the rabbit hole of all the stuff that people hate about Gal Gadot. I'm not gonna go down that road because I don't like getting involved in drama and I don't like talking about drama. But people have their reservations. The thing is, Gal Gadot is not going to be Wonder Woman in this game. I'm absolutely sure it's not going to be her. I'm pretty sure it's going to be someone else. So, What happened to that Blade game? I remember they were making a Blade game about Blade. They're still making it. They're still making it. It's been quiet. It's been quiet. Let this be the year that the Marvel games that are being worked on actually show their faces more. Because people were hoping for new stuff for Spider-Man 2. Didn't happen. Only PC port. And people were hoping for stuff for Wolverine. Didn't happen. But we're all hoping that we hear some more stuff from it. What I will say, though, is that Marvel is far more committed to sticking with their games and actually making sure they come out more than DC. How do you have we got an Iron Man game in the works. We got a Wolverine game in development. We have a Blade game in the works. We have a we got a Black Panther solo game coming out. That's being made as well. And we have a Captain America / Black Panther dual game coming out as well. That's 5 games. 5 games in total. 5 games in total for Marvel. What does DC have? Don't worry, I'll wait. Nothing. They have nothing. Nothing in the works at all? No new Superman game? No new Batman game? Not counting Arkham Shadows. That just came out, and it's only for it's only for the MetaQuest, which you need to spend $300 on in order to play that one game. But we ain't got nothing else. No Green Lantern game? No Justice League game? Nothing? No Flash? Nothing? At all? Nothing to give people hope? Nothing? Huh. That's all I'm hearing. Just crickets. That's all I'm hearing. Just crickets from DC's side. Excuses. What are you doing? Zaslav, what are you doing? And I told you guys this. As much as I love playing Suicide Squad, it will be the last live service DC game I ever touch. It doesn't help that Zaslav says we're committed to making more live service stuff. Live service and mobile. It doesn't help. Oh yeah, Batman 2 has been delayed. I can't believe we're most likely to get GTA 6 before the Batman 2. Oh, they ain't gonna touch Flash for a while after that movie. I highly doubt people will link the Flash with Ezra Miller. Something is on my eye and it does not want to leave. That's annoying. When the eyelash is just on your eye. I need me a new Metal Slug game on PS5. I need me a new Castlevania game. Where's that? Where's a brand new Castlevania game when you need it? Still calling a mobile Wonder Woman game? Ew. That just disgusts me. Gal Gadot is still more overall respected than Ms. Zegler? Definitely. Speaking of older media properties, I would absolutely love it either the 2011 Thundercats or Avengers Earth's Mightiest Heroes get revivals. As far as like animated shows or video games. There you go, Ramil. There you go. We do need an open world Iron Man game. But most importantly, Superman, but most importantly, The Flash. Yes. The world of DC is vast. The amount of games and properties you could create with it is vast. Imagine an open world The Flash game. Oh, yes. Honestly, I never cared for Flash. Sure, the character was Sega's inspiration for Sonic, but his superpowers are just running as fast as the speed of light. I don't think you understand what all that entails, Skeleton. You'd think the Flash was cooler if you realized that it's more than just moving fast. There's so much more than just simply running fast as the speed of light. Technically he can kind of run faster than the speed of light. There's a lot of facets to his abilities. Being able to create wind just by spinning his arms at fast speed. There's a lot. A lot of his stuff is speed oriented, but just him running at super speed is not all he is. He is more than, like CJ said, he is more than just simple speed. It just happens to be the main facet of his abilities. Like, say, for instance, you've seen Quicksilver in the X-Men movies, yes? Flash is faster than that. Not only that, but the dude is capable of vibrating his molecules at such a speed that he can just phase through objects, move at a speed where the weight of his punches carry basically the weight of dwarf stars, essentially being able to hit and knock around Superman of all people, because it can be done. Being able to move so fast he can travel in time, fast enough where he can perceive everything to basically just stop around him. Like, say, for instance, he had a hail of gunfire all around him. He's capable of increasing his perception where those bullets look like they're not moving at all, being able to shield himself where he can move at such speeds that it doesn't tear away at his body or the people he's with. There's more than being able to learn at a fast speed reading books and retain all that knowledge. There's more to just Flash to just simple super speed. I know it looks like that on the surface because that's the only main thing you tend to see with him, but there's just more to it than that. I've already came up with like a Flash video game concept of like from years ago where you get like just imagine playing as the Flash and you got this whole city you can explore. Of course, with cities, they always tend to have like this ocean area or it's like a island and you're just a Flash, but you're running across the water from one zone to the next. Oh no, there's a robbery happening at the other end of the city and you just speed up and you're just already there and you're fighting all these people at fast speeds. You can have whole crowds of people, but you're just faster than everyone where I'm already coming up with ideas. There's more to the Flash than him just simply running. So for me, I mean, if you can get a game like Sonic Frontiers where you're mainly running at a high speed and you got all these capabilities and all these strengths for Sonic in Sonic Frontiers, you can make a Flash game. Not only that, but the game can run smoothly as well. You can make a Flash game. But not just the Flash. Green Lantern has a lot of capabilities gameplay-wise as well. I know they tried an Aquaman game back in the day, and it did not pan out well. Superman, I mean, we all want a Superman game. It's one thing to play as Batman. Batman's had enough time being the poster boy for DC games. He's had more than enough time. It's time to give Batman a rest. Let him rest. Let him rest! It's Superman's time. And you can't tell me it can't be done. You can't tell me it can't be done. Either you lack imagination, or you just don't want to put in the effort. There's no excuse. We've had Superman games before. Superman Returns was the last one. And though it wasn't good, it was the last one we got where it was basically Superman in an entire city. And one of the greatest things about that game was just literally flying up in the air and then just taking off and just breaking the sound barrier. And then flying so long that all sound just stops because you're flying faster than the speed of sound. So yeah, it can be done. They really are. Batman's not the only superhero. He's not the only superhero. It'd be like Marvel just making nothing but Spider-Man films. And only Spider-Man films. Or only Spider-Man games. But they're not. They're branching out. Because they realize we got a whole universe that we can turn into different things. We literally have Overwatch, but it's just pure Marvel. But it's better than Overwatch. And it's successful. Their Discord server has like over 2 million people in it. That's success. Because they know how to mess with their own property. They know how to create stuff and trust it with people who know how to make good stuff. They trust the people to do good stuff with their properties. DC doesn't. Warner Brothers doesn't. And I'm not gonna say DC as a whole because DC is owned by Warner Brothers. Warner Brothers does not know what to do with their own properties, especially when it comes to games. They don't know what they're doing. 2 million? Oh yeah, I said that right. There's 2 million people in the Discord server for Marvel Rivals. So you can imagine just how difficult it is to moderate that place. Millions? You got 2 million people in your server. Because people like that game that much. They want to go to a space that is just centered about that game. Over him taking a lollipop, I believe his name was Mordrew or something. I forgot the villain's name. And go through that villain stole candy from a child, and he got chased down by the Flash through dimensions to the end of the universe. Yeah, 5 to 10 year vacation. I mean, yeah, for being the realest superhero in the DC universe that could live in the real world, Batman really does deserve to have a 5 to 10 vacation or at least retirement from DC. See, Warner, and I say this again, Warner Bros. Does not know what to do with the properties that they have been given, especially on the gaming front. Marvel is outshining them by saying, we're acknowledging these characters exist, and we're making stuff for them. DC is just out here banking on the chance that Superman from Gunn will be the one sole reason why people enjoy DC in general. Sure, we got Creature Commandos, but what about people who don't watch TV or go to the movies all the time? You need someone on the gaming front to have them have hope in Warner Brothers that we get more stuff game related, but we don't have anything to show for it as far as stuff that's in the works, which is disappointing. This was originally supposed to be just a stream where we talk about what I'm supposed to be doing in January going forward through this year. I need to get back to that. Oh yeah, does anyone have a favorite DC character? It's a tie between Superman or Superman, Darkseid, or Doomsday. It's a tie between them three. Batman is considered the safe choice now. Think about it. Batman is now the safe choice when you say favorite DC character. He's now the safe choice because he's just everywhere. So he's the safest choice to make now. Superman, Darkseid, or Doomsday. Either one of those three. Kyle Rayner is one of my favorites. All right, he's a Green Lantern as well. Real quick, let me get back to like stuff that we're gonna be doing for this channel as a whole, because I kind of do need to bring this to a close because I kind of need to finish the rest of my food, which has just been kind of sitting here since I've been talking. For me, it's between Harley Quinn or Plastic Man. I am so sorry for Harley Halster. I am so sorry for Harley. Who, in their right mind, thought they were cooking when they commissioned that new Harley comic that's in the works? Who allowed this person to boil water in the same room as actual comic book writers? Who did? Now, let me explain to you what I'm talking about. There is a comic that is on the way from DC. Oh, no. I know it hurts still. I know. But some people may not know what I'm about to say. There is a comic in the works from DC, from Warner Bros., that has been an official licensed comic of Harley and her adventures of her just farting everywhere. I'm going to give you a minute to let that process. No, I'm not lying to you. I wish I was joking. I wish I was. I'm going to give you a minute. Process what I just said. Process what I said. Process. Just take a moment. Take a moment. You heard me right. I see you, Kitty. You heard me right. It is an actual comic. I'll give you a minute. Yeah. I don't know who thought they were cooking when they came up with that idea, but no one in their right mind acts for this. Of all the characters that you want people to take, and you want people to take Harley seriously, and you're making a comic where she's just crop dusting everywhere. And you think that's funny? You think people actually want to read a comic where where Harley is just going everywhere and she's letting silent but deadlies out everywhere? Really? This is what you're wasting time making. Who is this even for? You want people to love Harley, but you do this? You made so many comics for Harley where we could have taken her seriously, and now you want to make one where she's just fumigating the whole world? A whole comic dedicated to that? I hope it's just one, and it's not like a series, because it doesn't need to exist. Oh yeah, it's called Harley's Fartacular Adventure. Hold on. Yeah. Yes. Yes. It's called Harley Quinn. Fartacular Silent but Deadly #1. That's what it's called. Such a disappointment. This is what DC is. This is what Warner Brothers thinks that we would like to have. This is what DC thinks people would like to have. We just had absolute power and the formation of the Justice League Unlimited, tying into the existence of the Justice League Unlimited cartoon and just bringing that into fruition in comics. Not exactly tied to the cartoon, but, the name, making it an official thing in comics. Justice League Unlimited is now a new thing after the events of Absolute Power. But after such an amazing run with Absolute Power, you want to make this for who? It's insane. But I need to get back to stuff that I'm going to be doing for you guys in the future. So, going off of that, because I want to move on to stuff that is actually, happier and actually beneficial to one's well-being and mental mindscape. Members, I want all of you guys to hear me. For every member out there, I'm going to be doing a lot more stuff for you guys due to, you guys being members on this channel. I'm going to be, what were they thinking? I don't know. But to my members, I want to stay focused here. No, Holster, I'm done with it. I am done with it. I don't know what they're thinking, but they wonder why people prefer manga over comics because they do stuff like this. But members, going forward, I know I do stuff for you guys right now, but I want to do even more. Such as like having member streams where I just get to talk to you guys about stuff, and this is just specifically for members, and little peeks into the future of what I'm going to be bringing to the channel, aside from everything else that I show off to everyone as well as better stuff for you guys as a whole. Being members going forward. Firstly, I just want to say thank you for being members for as long as you have. It is not a necessity for you guys to enjoy what I do, but I do thank the support that you guys show me every single month being where you are. And I appreciate it. And I got to do a new membership video because I feel like the one that I have right now is not as well done as it should be. So I'm going to make a new one I'm going to make a new one going forward for you guys as well. And this goes towards everyone as well. Like, this is just like standard video. I'm gonna make a new one just to make it more updated to where my headspace is. So it doesn't feel like kind of formulaic, because I think the last time I did one for that, it just felt kind of basic. So I just want to make it just like straight to the point, and one that I probably won't have to change if I do it right. So that'll be for you members. Members, I got a lot of stuff, and you guys also help bring a lot of stuff that I would like to do on the channel to fruition, because it's stuff that you guys vote on, and I ask you guys before I ask anyone else. That'll be something that I work on as this month goes on. I'll be conversating with you guys specifically, and getting your thoughts on certain things going forward. So that'll be for members. That is for members. I'm also going to be doing more member videos for you guys. Don't worry, it's not like I'm going to be restricting a ton of stuff from everyone else. But for my members, I feel like it's only right that I do stuff for them as well, due to the support that they show me. I think it's only fair. But going forward, that's going to be something that I do. As far as like streams and stuff goes, I'm going to keep it the way I do, like the normal format that I do, 12 or maybe 12:30 when it comes to certain things, as far as games are concerned. Me adding Kagurabachi and Kaiju number 8 to the channel. I said Kaiju number 8 at first, but Kagurabachi is one I'm going to be adding as well, and that'll be a little bit later on. I know the manga has been going on for about a... Uh-oh, what happened? Did we skip? Yeah, don't worry. Well, gotta go. Have a good day, Kyuchu. All right, Skeleton, it was good having you here. Hopefully you enjoyed yourself during this whole big conversation that we were having with each other. Looking forward to the next time when I get to play games for you guys. It looks like it wants to act a little bit iffy. I think it sorted itself out now. Yeah, it looks like it. But I know Kagurabachi's chapters have been out for a minute, and I think the series has been going on for a little while. I think it's, I wonder. Hold on, let me bring up Kagurabachi and see where it is at. Oh, it's only at 62 chapters. Yeah, it's at 62 chapters right now. Wow, if I wanted, I could catch up in a decent amount of time. Yeah, if I wanted, I could catch up in a decent amount of time if I started it. Okay. All right. Okay. All right. But that's as far as my mind goes, as far as everything that I want to do for the channel. Also, question. And this is something I'm asking you guys, whether you guys want to have it added in or just leave it out for the time being. What do you guys prefer? Like, what are you, would you guys be opposed to me adding face cam in when I'm playing games and stuff? Because I know back then when I was messing with games and I learned how to put chat up in the middle of the game video, but I didn't want to have it up there because it was distracting and it would be over a certain portion of the screen while I was playing. Would you guys be opposed to me adding face cam to like future game streams where you guys get to see my face while we play games? Would you guys be opposed to that, or would you prefer that we just keep it with the main video game screen and just commentary, so that way nothing too important is obstructed while you guys are watching? That's an honest question. That's an honest question for everybody here. That'd be good on horror games? You'd like that, wouldn't you? You'd like to see my face get terrified, wouldn't you? You would like that, wouldn't you? Either is cool for me. I'll test it out some days, see how it is. If it doesn't pan out as well, we'll just stick with regular commentary. But if it turns out to be nice and people like it, then we'll mess with it from time to time. That's as far as I was thinking. That's as far as like of what I wanted to get out. All the stuff that I intend to do further into the future. Lord says same. And as far as changes that I'll be doing towards the channel as a whole, um, hmm, that's as far as I thought because I don't want to plan too far ahead because tomorrow's not promised. So I don't want to just go overboard and just plan stuff out all the way into the near future. I just want to take things one step at a time. But it's just stuff that I would like to do this year. This stuff that I would like to do. I still have that overall goal for 100,000 subscribers, and I'm still going to continue to work towards that goal this year. I'm going to give you guys my absolute best. Make sure these videos and streams are worthy of 100,000 subscribers. Because it's one thing to say you want to reach that, but I need to make sure that the quality of my videos, the stuff that I do here on this channel is worthy of 100,000 subscribers. So that's the reason why I'm going to make sure that my videos are better. The way I do things for you guys are better. I want to make sure that I do that for all of you because you deserve it. But also make sure that this channel continues to output this ideology of like, hey, it's cool to come here, be comfortable while you're here, because I'm so tired of places on YouTube where they encourage animosity and hostility towards other people. This is not where this place is. We'll set you straight if you try to act out, but this is still a welcoming place where anyone can stop by. Really like the chillin' chats you did? Just us talking, or just the streams where we're just chilling and chatting with each other while I was playing games? Also, you're talking about a polar vortex. You're going to get hit hard, apparently. Oh, joy. The game ones. Yes. Cool. I am perfectly fine doing more chillin' chats like that. Because I got a lot of games where we can just chill, pick it up at any time, and we can just talk and just have a casual conversation. It'll just be a chill session where you can just, it's the only goal of those types of sessions will just be like, hey, stop by when you want. Let's chill and talk to each other. I'm just messing with this game, but yeah, just chill, kick back, relax, grab a drink, grab a snack, do whatever you got to do, and it'll just be chill days. We're going to do more of those. Also, and this goes out to CJ, because I know he would like to see more of these, there will be more voiceover streams and voiceover videos that I'm going to be doing for the channel as a whole. Because there will be more. There will be more. So, CJ, I hope you got your list ready, because it probably won't be this week, but probably next week will be our first voiceover stream session for 2025. So, and I'm going to be working on like my voice portfolio as well. Probably going to make a brand new voiceover demo as well, and do a whole bunch of different things. So look forward to more voiceover stuff. And I've also been thinking, well, actually, I don't know if I can do that because copyright be strong whenever I'm doing music stuff, especially if I'm at church and I'm playing music and I do those streams for you guys. They tend to hit me hard with copyright claims right after I get done with that. So part of me wanted to have like sessions where I'm just playing music, like specifically on my trumpet. But then I thought about how copyright works, and if I play too good, they will hit me with like a claim if I'm doing songs that people know. So that's something, but you know, I can mess with it a little bit. But then again, when I do regular videos, when it's just me doing covers, no, I can do covers. I could just play short snippets of it. Probably not the whole song, but short parts of the song and get away with it. That can be something I do. because I've done it in the past. So I'll probably do some music-oriented videos for you guys of like musical themes, like a little bit of it, and game themes. Sorry, gotta go. It's all good, kitty. It's perfectly fine. Thank you for being here for my first 2025 address for this channel. So thank you for your ideas. I will be putting them on a list of stuff that I'm going to be doing as well. And then thank you for all your support as this year continues on. It means the world to me, and I'm glad to. The rest of us are all so incredibly glad that you were able to go into this new year with not only us but the rest of your family as well. So we are incredibly blessed to have you here. Until the next time. But I'll probably do some more music-oriented stuff where I'm just playing some more music. Because the last one I did, I think, was like the gargoyle theme. Yeah. Yeah, the last one I did was the last theme I played on my trumpet was the gargoyle theme. So I'll probably do some more music-oriented stuff because I'm not only a voice actor, I'm not only a purveyor of video games and reading manga, but I'm also a musician. And you know what? I should probably be showcasing that more on my channel. Like, not only can I sing, but I can play as well. So that'll be something I mess with as well. But we'll cross those bridges when we get to it. Overall, you guys got a bit of a rough idea about what I would like to accomplish this year as far as like this channel is concerned and what I want to do for you and the goals I have for this channel. Like I said, 100,000 subscribers is where I want to reach, but not where I want to stop, because I know it can be done. I just need to make sure that what I do here is worthy of that. And with your guys' help, I know for a fact I'll be able to help achieve that. By you guys telling other people about my channel or sharing it elsewhere, I greatly appreciate all the time you guys take watching my stuff, commenting on it, because I see all of your comments, every single one. There isn't a single one that I haven't seen. And overall, I just want to say thank you for all that you did for me back in 2024. And I cannot wait to bring you so much grander fun and entertainment this year. And I'll make sure I pace myself so that way I don't get sick. So I can always give you my absolute 100% best every single time I get in front of this camera. And yeah, that's pretty much all I got. That's pretty much all the stuff that I wanted to cover. I know we broke and got into a big old massive rant about video games and other things in the middle, but I wanted to get all the stuff and like stuff that I want to bring to this channel and entertain you guys with just out there. And I know Ravi suggested that I read Hunter x Hunter. I think we can find time for that this year. I think we can find time for that this year as well. So, Kaiju number 8, Kagurabachi, Hunter x Hunter. So we can add all of those, and if I do it the correct way and pace it in between every time I read them, then there should be no problem with me being able to bring all of these series to the channel for me to read for all of you guys going forward. But that's all that I got. I'll keep you updated in the community post, and if you're in Discord, I'll keep you guys updated there as well. But this is where my headspace is at for this channel. I want to be able to reach more people this year and be able to entertain tons of people, because there's a lot of people out there that are either hurting, they're suffering through depression, and though I'm not a licensed therapist or a psychologist or anything of that nature, so I may not have I may not have the best things to say, but I want to be able to be that place where people who feel this way, they're having thoughts of, not being here on this earth anymore. I want this to be a place where they can come here, they can feel better about themselves, and maybe they want to be here just a little bit longer, if not to interact with the people that actually want them to be here. I want this to be a place where anyone can go to and they don't have to worry about leaving the same way that they came in. And I know with how wonderful you guys are, you can help make this an environment where anyone who feels that way will never leave feeling worse. They will always leave feeling better. That is my goal. Every single time I do a video, I do a stream, well, I'm interacting with any of you guys, I want to make sure this is a place where people like that can come here and they leave feeling better. Because I would like to see those people again. And I'm going to say that every single time I see them, especially if they're feeling down. I say, like, well, you may be feeling down, but I would very much like to see you again. That is what this channel is for. Not to just entertain, but to encourage. And with your help, I know we can do that for basically everyone around the world. I know we can. So, as long as I got you guys in my corner, I know we gon' be fine. Well, God, family, friends, and then you guys. But yeah, that's just where my headspace is for what I want this channel to do this year. I want this to be a place of hope, peace, and fun. And I'm just going to be working as hard as I can to make sure this place stays that way. But thank you. But yeah, that's all I got. Ladies and gentlemen, this is the end of my TED Talk for the beginning of basically January and the beginning of 2025. We got a whole brand new year ahead of us, and I can't wait to see what great things we all can achieve moving from this point. I know it's the second day, but moving from this point, I can't wait to see what all we can achieve moving forward. And as long as we stick with this mindset, we'll be just fine. But I'm done. Hope you all enjoyed. Can't wait to see you all in my next video. Like, comment, and subscribe if you haven't already, because I am always looking forward to entertaining you. So have a fantastic day, and once again, as always, later, peoples.